Ever wonder how to jumpstart your B2B marketing when you're starting from scratch? Can account-based marketing really work for a startup with no customers? Well, let's dive into these questions from Quora and uncover some game-changing strategies. Hey there, I'm Jalen, a B2B go-to-market operator, and I'm diving into the deep waters of B2B marketing from Quora today. So we're tackling some thought-provoking questions about account-based marketing or ABM, specifically for startups. And it's a real gem, especially for beginners. So let's dive right in. All right, now for the first question. All right, question one. How, if at all, can account-based marketing be employed by a startup with no existing customers to model from? Great question. First up, ABM basics. Think of ABM like your personal marketing sniper rifle. It's really about zeroing in on potential customers. Typically, companies go for the top 10, top 50, top 100, or even up to the top 1,000 accounts or companies in their given market. And with ABM, this isn't just about marketing, it's really about smart hustling to gain initial traction into the companies that you really want to break into. At the heart of ABM, it's all about syncing up your marketing and sales efforts to target accounts with the greatest revenue potential. So when sales and marketing move as one, you're looking at a clear-cut go-to-market strategy. Some advanced ABM tools, if you have access to platforms like Demandbase or Terminus, that's awesome. They're your secret sauce for identifying target accounts with layers of specific criteria. It's like your go-to-market GPS guiding you towards the right leads and contacts. If you don't have these tools, then no worries. Just keep track of all of your target account lists in your CRM or an Excel spreadsheet. Now for the second part, you'll want to target decision makers. Remember, in today's world, buying decisions are a team sport, and you'll likely have around 7 people calling the shots for a major purchase decision at a mature company. So make sure your strategy speaks to each of them. And thirdly, finding your hypothesis of need and positioning your solution. This is where you become a detective. You have to pinpoint the problem in the market that your startup is uniquely positioned to solve. What's the market pain point your startup wants to solve? And what are your target accounts willing to pay for? Do the target accounts even have a need for your solution in the first place? Do they even understand the problem in the first place? Have they given you letters of intent, cash in hand to further build out your prototype solution, or pre-signed contracts for you to solve the problem for them? Figure this out and you've really got the golden ticket. This is the hardest part for any company trying to gain traction, getting paying customers to buy your product idea, aka market product fit. And I put the market in front of the product because the market always wins. So it'll be most beneficial to target early adopters and leverage pre-existing relationships to get your ABM program off the ground. If you have pre-existing relationships, that is. Early adopters are usually younger and willing to take more risk than a seasoned executive at a larger company would. But it's vital for you to get cash in hand for whatever solution you have, whether you convert a free trial into a paid contract or you go straight for the paid contract. And for the fourth part, data. This is really your secret weapon with ABM. Data is invaluable. It helps you understand what your prospects are searching for and how they interact with your website. Your tech stack should include a CRM, sales engagement tools, and website analytics. And it's even better if your CRM has intent baked into it. Number 5, crafting digital touch points and a content library. Now for the creative bit. Craft a variety of digital touch points to resonate with your audience. Align your content with the interests and needs of your target accounts. Building relationships with a personal touch is essentially key in ABM. And number 6, implementing ABM tactics. Bring everyone who has face-to-face time with customers into the discussion. This really helps with sharing knowledge, syncing up strategies, and customizing your approach for each account's journey. To really make ABM and B2B marketing work, we have to have synchronicity across sales and marketing. Point number 7 is measuring success and alignment. Now, you can do this monthly and quarterly, but finally, it's all about measuring what matters. So we want to track everything from number of calls made to the speed of a deal's closure. We have to keep in mind that ABM is about nurturing healthy accounts and influencing decision makers, not just lead generation. So by following these steps, even a startup without customers can hit the ground running with a solid ABM strategy, which sets up the stage for growth and success. All right, question 2. What's the difference between a SQL and a MQL? So for question 2, what exactly separates a SQL from a MQL? But before I get into the meat and potatoes of the question, we really have to understand the fundamental differences between both acronyms. Knowing the difference is key to understanding how to steer your marketing and sales efforts. So let's unveil these mysteries. MQLs unwrapped. Picture a marketing qualified lead, or MQL, as someone who's just getting to know your brand. They're exploring your site, engaging with your ads, and maybe even downloading some content. But the catch is, they're not quite at the take my money stage. They're at the starting blocks of your marketing funnel, curious but not yet convinced. SQLs decoded. Now let's flip to a sales qualified lead, or SQL. These are folks who've done more than just window shopping. They've delved into your deeper content like case studies and product comparisons. They're not just kicking tires, they're seriously considering what you have to offer. Spotting the difference. So for the main distinction, it's all about their buying readiness. MQLs are in the browsing phase, while SQLs have their wallets out and are further ready for making that purchase decision. Understanding this is critical because it guides how you should engage with each lead. You want to nurture each one on their buying journey without jumping the gun. Why labels matter. Now you might wonder, why label leads at all? Well, let's just think about it like this. Every lead is a unique piece to a puzzle. You can't fit them all into the same spot, but by identifying MQLs and SQLs, you're really fine-tuning your approach to focus your approach on those who are most likely to journey down the sales funnel and become customers. Lead scoring systems are really your secret weapon for this. They help you pinpoint the moment a MQL is ready to level up to a SQL based on their interactions with your brand. And let's not forget, in ABM, timing is really everything. The right message at the right time can lead to deeper conversations and ultimately successful conversions. All right, question 3. What have been your biggest challenges in creating an account-based marketing strategy? Now, this is really an interesting one, and it honestly changes depending on the company. But one consistent challenge that I've seen B2B companies struggle with is getting marketing and sales on the same page. Sure, there are always smaller hurdles, but alignment between these two powerhouses is often the biggest one. Reflecting on it, many of these challenges stem from things like differences in compensation structures, leadership styles, and departmental strategies. That's why syncing up your go-to-market strategy between marketing and sales is absolutely critical. And this starts with a clear understanding of why certain accounts are on your hit list and coordinating your efforts to effectively engage with each one. But here's the tricky part about account penetration. It's a marathon, not a sprint. It can span from a few months, quarters, or even years. It really just depends on what you're selling and who you're selling it to. This calls for patience and a commitment to keep investing in nurturing your targeted accounts. In a high stakes environment where market conditions and leadership priorities might shift, maintaining this focus can be challenging between sales and marketing. Implementing ABM isn't about putting other lead generation strategies on hold. It's about running these initiatives side by side, ensuring your ABM program is steadily building relationships and making inroads into your target account list. So what's my secret weapon in tackling these challenges? Continuous communication and pig-headed discipline. Regular check-ins, team huddles, and honest assessments of what's working and what needs tweaking have been invaluable in my journey with ABM programs. And that's a wrap on today's deep dive into the world of B2B marketing on Quora. So let's quickly recap on what we've unpacked. In part one, we tackled how startups can use ABM even without an existing customer base. Remember, it's all about focusing on those high potential accounts and getting your sales and marketing teams to work together like a well-oiled machine. Then in part two, we demystified the difference between MQLs and SQLs. It's essentially distinguishing window shoppers from those who are ready to buy. Understanding this is critical for effectively guiding leads through your sales funnel. And in part three, we dived into the challenges of creating a ABM strategy, highlighting the importance of alignment between marketing and sales and the patience needed for nurturing long-term relationships within target accounts. So thank you for sticking with me through this journey. If you found these insights helpful or it sparked a light bulb moment for you, let me know in the comments. I've got videos lined up for you that also dive deeper into the world of B2B go-to-market strategy, and you can check those out on my channel as well. So you can continue your journey to becoming a B2B go-to-market strategist by watching these videos, and I produce them regularly. And until the next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and above all, keep building.